Hello, and welcome back to 5 Minutes with Mystical Maya. Today would have been Betty White's 100th birthday, and I would love to reflect on how she inspired me and how she helped me get through a very difficult time in my life through one of her shows. So Betty Marion White Ludden was born in Illinois. She moved out to California as a baby and got her start in radio, eventually moved on to television, is considered the first lady of television. I'm sure you can Google all of that. What is the most striking part of that time, the Jim Crow era, is the fact that on one of her shows, she had an opportunity to hire an African-American tap dancer, Arthur Duncan, which was a first. And when she was faced with pressure for doing that, her response was, "I'm sorry, live with it," which I think is amazing. What a Spitfire woman. She was married 3 times. Interestingly enough, her second marriage came to an end because she didn't want to have children and her husband did. You'd think they'd have that conversation before marriage, but it's just funny how human she is. And after that, she went on to star in The Golden Girls, that wonderful 80s classic series about 4 women living in Miami, 4 women in their 50s living in Miami and dealing with all the day-to-day givings and misgivings of single life. I love that show. It's the best thing that I think, which I think we've kind of lost these days because we're always chasing this elixir of youth. Meanwhile, none of us are leaving this world alive, and we are aging. The best thing is how wonderfully aging was portrayed among the Golden Girls. I think we can all take a step back and celebrate the fact that, you know, it's okay to get old and look in the mirror and not, you know, always be happy about it. There are other things to focus on, and I think that's what Betty did, and she was always finding humor in everything. There are so many quotes associated to her. But back to how she really helped me out during a very difficult time in my life. I'm sure you would remember that show about senior citizens pranking younger people called Off Their Rockers. That came out in 2012. Well, the year before that, I had suffered a miscarriage in a very awful way aboard a plane flying from Miami to New Jersey. And that had been one of my most difficult trials in my life. It threw me into depression. And that show actually was my saving grace. I laughed so hard every time I would turn it on. I was pretty much addicted to it. And it got me through. And I'm okay today. And so her personality, which I think on the Myers-Briggs scale is considered ENFP, which I'm so proud to say is my personality type. It's always looking at you know, the positive, and I think that was her elixir. So imagine at 99, the entire world thinks it was too soon for you to go. What a life well lived. I can only, you know, hope to live half of that life well lived. But anyway, there are many quotes associated to her, and one of my favorite ones is this one, which she said, "I just make it my business to get along with people so I can have fun. It's that simple." It's that simple. She also said, "I get bored with people who complain about this and that. It's such a waste of time," which is so true. And when you consider there's always going to be more things to complain about than celebrate. So why not focus on celebrating? Anyway, cheers to Betty White. Happy birthday to you in heaven. And today, many people are donating to their local animal shelters. It was a cause that Betty was very passionate about. So if you can, why not? Why don't you make a little animal's life more joyful? Take care till next time.